Hello, my name is Ashley Wright, and I'm very excited today to be able to share with you about a new music advocacy project that's happening in the Republic of the Marshall Islands. This music project is brought to you in part by a grant awarded by Parsons Music. It's called the Parsons Music Advocacy Award, and it's organized through the International Society for Music Education, ISME. This music advocacy project is called the Elementary Music Learning and Teaching Pilot Program in collaboration with Ebeye Public Schools on the island of Ebeye in the Republic of the Marshall Islands. So thank you to Parsons Music and thank you to ISME, and of course thank you to Ebeye Public Schools for collaborating on this idea, and I look forward to sharing a bit about it with you today.
The Republic of the Marshall Islands, also known as the RMI, is a remote Pacific island chain with a small total landmass. It's located approximately between Hawaii and Australia. The total population is right above 40,000. I believe it's 42,000 as of 2021. So we're talking about a geographically remote location with sometimes limited resources and limited access to resources. In terms of music in the RMI, culture and function, music is a central part of Marshallese culture. It has the function of storytelling. It's pretty much present at all community events, gatherings, worship. It's very vocal based with rich harmonies. And includes occasionally popular instruments, might include ukulele, keyboard, simple percussion like cajon. You hear a lot of missionary influence, so like religious hymns, call and response formats and themes, and traditionally it's often combined with large group dances like line dancing. Music within the school setting, music is certainly practiced in school settings, and it's often part of celebrations and gatherings within the school. Infrequently or less frequently, it's offered as a class or a course of study, and often it's offered by perhaps those who may just have some exceptional experience on instruments, have exceptional skills in music, or by chance maybe a foreign teacher who has some musical skill. Occasionally it's offered as an extracurricular and or club activity, so like a singing club, a ukulele club. It might be dependent on that teacher's time at that school or resources that might be available. So oftentimes you'll see clubs that kind of come and go, don't really have a lot of longevity, or may not fully develop into something that lasts. And that longevity piece, I believe, is directly tied into the fact that the people, the educators, the teachers who have this knowledge and experience, these teaching skills, the content knowledge to teach music or to run a music program or activity within the school, these people are often transient, either changing jobs, immigrating out of the Marshall Islands, etc. So one of the key features of this project, this learning and teaching project, is the teaching part of it, working in collaboration with teachers, as I'll share with you, to develop these skills and this content knowledge to immediately apply it into their teaching. So a bit of background about my experience, the project leader, teaching music in the Marshall Islands. I have my master's in music education from the University of Miami, which is in Florida, the United States. In 2014, I was hired to build a school music program at Assumption School, which is a local school in Madro, the capital of the Marshall Islands. The school's founder was legendary in the community, building the country's only school music program, which had ceased to exist in the 1980s. Assumption School wanted someone who could revive a music and band program from the ground up. So within 2 years, I established a thriving music program, including elementary general music, a band program, and a student leadership team. But of course, I want to stress that none of this was accomplished alone. Relationship building with students' foremost stakeholders and community was central to all the efforts building that program. So the advocacy efforts in Madro centered around promoting student achievements, letting their personal work and enthusiasm for participating in a music program speak for itself. This was achieved through school concerts, collaborative performances with local and visiting artists, networking with local officials and organizations, and highlights in the local media like the newspaper, the radio, and outreach through performances to educate audiences about the program's benefits. Upon announcing my leave from Assumption in 2016, they quickly moved to hire a dedicated music teacher who could continue to support and develop the program, and I'm happy to report that the music program continues to thrive to this day under the direction of Mr. Dan Fox. Since leaving the Marshall Islands in 2016, I've taught in Hong Kong, I've taught in Ethiopia, and in 2019 I returned back to the Marshall Islands once again, but this time to teach on a military installation on Kwajalein Atoll. And that's where Ebeye is. So the school that I teach at on the garrison has an established music program of its own. However, on Ebeye Island, there are no established music programs. And between our two communities, we've worked to increase advocacy and outreach opportunities. So we've organized school supply drives at different concerts. We've increased performances where we perform on different islands. And this year we've even collaborated with Ebeye for its first ever Music in Our Schools Month concert, which was on Ebeye. So students, the community, and local school officials are eager to continue collaborations like this for student opportunities in music. And that support and collaboration brings us to the project that I'm going to share with you today. In collaboration with Ebeye Public Schools in the Republic of the Marshall Islands, I will teach kindergarten general music classes once a week throughout the school year 2023 to 2024. Classes will be about 30 minutes long, delivered each Monday morning. And due to the large school population, kindergarten has been isolated in order to offer effective targeted instruction within the project timeframe. We also feel that these students will benefit the most from the additional school readiness aspects that the music classes can provide, such as like motor skill development, social emotional learning, and literacy and language acquisition. During these weekly music classes, all the kindergarten teachers and up to about 5 additional teachers each semester will participate as teacher learners. So that totals to about 15 teacher participants throughout the year. The teacher participants will observe, participate, and co-teach the music classes along with me, and they'll be charged to lead an assigned activity independently throughout the week in their own general education classrooms. These participants will follow up and reflect on their lessons via something like Google Classroom or a similar platform. That'll provide self-reporting and data throughout the project. Right off the bat, teacher participants will acquire music content knowledge and teaching strategies that can be applied directly into their daily practice in their general education classrooms or any extracurricular activities they teach. It also immediately increases school music opportunities for the students. It empowers the teachers to lead out on music education in their school community. So the project immediately sets the foundation towards dedicated music education classes and activities within RMI schools that are driven organically within the school community by school teachers.
Thank you for watching and for your interest and support in this music learning and teaching project on Ebeye in the Republic of the Marshall Islands. I'll have some contact information if you'd like to learn more, including a Facebook page where you can connect and follow along on our progress throughout the year. So thank you to Parsons Music and ISME for supporting this opportunity for our students and teachers. And of course, a big komotara to EPS Principal Cooper, Principals Rowena and Karen, and most of all, Principal Yulene May for your trust, support, and collaboration as we kick off this exciting program. I hope you'll stay tuned for more updates in the future. Thanks. Bye.